After 2 years unscathed, we got it. Yep, right when we thought we were in the home stretch, kind of, because the numbers in Illinois where we live were doing really well, all 4 of us got the COVID. Well, let me backtrack. 3 out of the 4 of us tested positive, but that 4th one that kept testing negative, she had all the symptoms. It just makes no sense. Let me explain. It all happened on Monday when our son comes out of school with a headache and a fever. And I said, this doesn't bode well. Went to get him a PCR, did a quick test at home, negative, went to get the PCR, had to wait longer for that. Tuesday in the afternoon, I start getting a sore throat, cold feeling, not this great. I do my dance class with no problem, but right after dance class, we get the PCR results for the 8-year-old that confirm he has tested positive for COVID. And that one worried us a lot. He's our biggest concern because he has had pneumonia 3 times in 7 years. He's almost 9. So him and his doctors and us, we've been monitoring him and taking really good care of him, but vaccinated. So his symptoms weren't awful, but I mean, like, what do? I'm feeling sick, he's feeling sick. The other 2 holding off, but they go off to get a PCR test. And then I go to get a PCR test on Tuesday, hoping we all get results on Wednesday. The home tests here, negative for all 3 of us. I know, can you follow? It's nuts. So I sleep with him on Wednesday because I figure I don't want my husband, who has all these sinus problems, to get it. And if my daughter's still negative, let's stay away from her. So I sleep in the bedroom with my son. We live in a 3-bedroom apartment in the city of Chicago. It is beautiful, it is great, but it's close quarters. We love it, but it's hard to quarantine here. I don't have to tell you that the house is a mess. The apartment, as you can see, the VIX is right there. So the first night, I slept on this trundle and it was impossible to stop coughing. So I switched here and put him on the bottom. And that's how we did it for about 4 nights. So we took that approach of 1 for all and all for one. Let's just do this like the chickenpox party. Let's just all have it at the same time. We didn't know how this virus works. Anyway, Wednesday evening, I get a message when I'm feeling my sickest. Again, cold, flu-like symptoms, nothing awful. That says, oh, we couldn't test your sample because the lab said it wasn't good enough. Excuse me, my samples are always good, always. So my husband takes me back to the drive-thru where we get all our exams. They do the PCR test. Still no results on my husband and my daughter. That's Wednesday. My son thankfully starts improving, but starts coughing. No fever, no headache, but cough. I never like that sound. Enter my second layer of doctors. I don't know if this is a cultural thing, but I have the official doctors and then my doctor friends who I consult and trust, maybe a little more than the official doctors. These are physicians that I've met after picking my official doctors, and most of them speak Spanish. Why? Because does this happen to you? Let me know in the comments. If you're bilingual, if your first language is not English, do you need certain things in your life to be explained in your native language so that you understand them? Every time, especially medical stuff. So I contacted my lovely Dr. Mora, who I adore, and she said, let's assume you all have it, and let's put you all on steroids and on an antibiotic so that you guys sleep well and feel better. And she increased my son's inhalers because we don't like that cough. Second inhaler. Ah! He's doing fine, he's just being lazy. So Thursday morning, we get my husband's results and my daughter's results from the PCR, both negative. My husband feels like death warmed over. Dr. Mora says, do a quick test on him. He didn't have symptoms when he went to get his PCR. We did a quick test on him, a home kit. That thing flared up. That thing flared up as fast as a pregnancy test for a teen Catholic schoolgirl. That pink, it went wah, 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 and I'm like, come home, you're positive. So now we have my husband and my son, and I know that I have it. That evening, I get the positive results for myself. My daughter, still negative, because we did a quick test on her too that day. Holding out, that girl. So now we are all on medication. I start coughing too, and she pumps my inhalers too. What I can tell you is that if we wouldn't have been vaccinated and boosted, this would have been a lot worse, especially because my son and I have respiratory issues and my husband has sinus issues. And this hit us exactly where we knew it was gonna happen. My son and I developed a cough, my husband developed sinus issues, but because we were vaccinated, it wasn't as bad. Now, I am almost 1 week after being diagnosed, but not after having symptoms, and I've lost my sense of taste, and I've lost my sense of smell. That's not fun. I get the texture, I remember what things taste like, but I can't taste anything. I'm still hungry, but there you go. So what have we learned? Thank God we got vaccinated. How lucky we are we got this strain of COVID, that we have to take care of ourselves, and also the generosity of so many people. We were taken care of by our friends so nicely. Our family lives far away, and we had friends who brought us groceries, that brought us food, that did Target runs for us, and it was just wonderful. When your friend hears that you want sancocho and makes it for you and throws in a bollo of pan sobao. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Joel, amazing.
Amazing.
We feel restored.
Thank you so much.
And I don't think Steve had ever had it, so thank you. It tastes like home. It's so delicious. What a wonderful thing you did for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I won't miss the sobito because my other friend brought me pasta de guayaba y queso de bola. Con esto se me quita el COVID. So if you ever run into somebody that has to quarantine, just offer to do that run. And also, as the person's sick, accept it. It's super important. And I know you're gonna say, oh, you don't know, see, it wasn't that bad. I truly believe it was because we took all the precautions. There is a sense of I could have done more. We don't know where we got this. Illinois has a mandatory, up until now, in February, has a mandatory indoor mask. We mask everywhere, but our kids go to school, take the mask off to have lunch. We have no idea. The point is that we kind of knew that it wasn't a if, but a when. And here we are, and we made it to the other side. And because of the love and TLC of so many people, we're doing great. And we hope you also do as well. I thought we were gonna be, and yes, Amelia, our daughter, still negative. The enigma is this young lady who keeps coughing and feeling awful, but keeps testing negative.
I look horrible as well. It's a side effect of the disease.
Did that happen in your house? 3 out of 4 had it, but the one who had just as bad of symptoms just never tested positive? Let us know.
I'm a superior person.
Yes, you are.
I've upgraded to a whole new human.
Leave it in the comments. So how about you? How did you weathered COVID? This is not like the chicken pox. This can happen to us again. So if you have any great tips for the next time, let us know. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and leave us a message right there, and we'll keep it real together.